Right, hey guys, so I'm going to go through like a little bit of a combo with you. So basically it's a bit of an easy one. It's not really too bad. All you basically have to do, this is a ball breaking combo. So basically you've used all your hand traps. All your hand traps are gone and you need to deal with 3 cards in your opponent's field. So you've used up your imperms, you know, your talents, your thrusts, everything. They've negated them all. And your only card left is a single popular, which you have 2 of. So you should be able to get access to this somehow. Obviously, this combo will work if you Ash resolves and you can go into it, but obviously this is a much simplified version. So go for simplified game state. So in our run, we will normal popular. Popular's effect. I'm going to grab the field spell. Activating the field spell. We're going to put, in our spell and trap card zone, we're going to put the Snake-eye's Dear Bellstar. So we've got this on field. We're then going to link 1. So this is going to go to the grave. We're going to summon our copy of Relinquished Anima. We're then going to activate our copy of this, putting this here, and then we're going to put this one to our spell and trap card zone. So we've got the 2 monsters. Now we're going to go straight to battle phase. We'll go attack. We'll activate the effect, putting it in the spell and trap card zone. So we dealt with 1 monster. 1 monster we've dealt with. It's in the spell and trap card zone. It's fine. Now I'm going to go to main phase 2. I'm going to contact fuse these 2 off for the Snake-eye's Doom Dragon. So you go Doom Dragon 1, Popular 2. Popular then place this. In case they have a hand trap like Ogre or something, you can chain box. That's the idea of this. You want this to resolve. So you're going, cool, that's fine. So effect happens. Target another monster of theirs. Put it to the spell and trap card zone. 2 monsters you've dealt with. Now you're going to link these 2 off for SP. SP's effect will activate. You're going to banish the monster of theirs, and if you have another monster that they need to chain off, you can banish this. So you know you have dealt with 3 cards for your 1. You've dealt with 3 cards for your 1 of. This will play round roll because technically you're only adding 1 card, which is this. This places from deck. This is really, really good. It's one of your like main combos where inherently your field again looks really, really weak, but you knowing exactly what your cards do comes in handy and helps you play through those boards. It's about using your resources to gain advantage, even if it looks minimalistic, but benefits you in the long run. I mean, even during your next turn, you've got this, and you've also got, if they summon a card, you've got this coming to your field, which deals with another thing that they then got to deal with this and this. So again, it's like looking for those extra synergy. I mean, even if you wanted to, you could have gone popular to the spell and trap card zone. You could have summoned this as a replacement. Instead of like, if you want to go back, you could have put this, and then on next one you get this and you get an ad. I feel like this is a bit more of a stronger board state because, again, it's a monster they have to physically out. They can't run this over. So, again, I feel like that's the better option with this one. But, again, obviously your metas are different. It's up to you. But this is me trying to explain why I would say this. Like, popular is your infinite resource in Snake-Eyes. Just being able to, like, you know, you can send it for Dear Bellstar. You can, you know, pitch it for the cards. It's just a really, really good recursion resource. Sometimes even with you just activating this field spell, just to get access to popular early just can feel really, really solid. So yeah, that's like just a nice kind of like nice popular combo to help deal with boards and you know, accelerate your game state. Even though like sometimes you can just push opponents with people. So this is what I'm going to try and do for everyone, try and help explain some of the more interesting style of combos of how I play. So hopefully you guys like it, and you know. I'm going to do some more of these. Hopefully you guys can understand the perspectives on why I do things or why some combos are in certain ways. Right guys, so this is basically an Ash plus an extender combo. So in this case it is Ash and Azamina of the White Forest. So normal Ash. So everything depends on what their interaction was at this point. So if they draw you, you can still do pretty much full Snake-Eyes combo. It's completely fine. You don't mind about the popular ad. It's an extra bonus that happens. So let's just say if they ash blossom this. So if they ash blossom this, you can go cool. Effect of this, reveal itself special. Link, so you'll link it off. For this, you'll steal their ash blossom. Then you'll link this off into this. This will bring back this one. You'll then activate the effect of ash to get oak. Oak's effect will then activate to get ash. You will then tribute the oak to get Flamberg, and then you will activate Flamberg's effect to place this in the spell and trap card zone. So the reason you're placing this is because you kind of like, you could always do something with, maybe actually you could probably do this actually, but I just like something in defense. But you could kind of special summon this, and if this gets destroyed, you get another +1. It's just so literally you have bodies for Promethean and more recursion. That's the way I will go with it. So yeah, that's like a nice little kind of combo with you just have those. So we'll do it again. So that's the option. And then you go for it again. So this time it's imperms. So you go imperm, okay. So you'll go special again. You can then link these two off again for silhouette. And then with silhouette, you can set the silhouette trick. So you have an indestructible body, and you have a pseudo omni negate and a spell and trap pop. It's not amazing, but in this way, it is basically a minimum investment Desiree sort of with how it goes, because obviously this will negate 2 cards in the field. This will destroy 1, so you are sort of getting a very similar effect. But again, it's for the minimalistic investment. You have sucked up a hand trap, and you're now dealing with a body, because then you could then go on the next turn, because these both can't be destroyed by battle. So you then link these two, because Promethean is generic. Get Promethean, and then you will attempt to do the ash line again. Again, forcing your opponent into that horrible bottleneck of going, okay, well, I need to now deal with this and this. So you're kind of sort of recurring your 1-card starters constantly to try and put that excess pressure. Not to mention, this is just using these 2 cards, not ever to mention any of the cards you've drawn or added through the combo if you have been able to. I'm just trying to give you the minimum ideas of, like, a lot of Snake Eyes is working with either 1-card combos or maximum pressure is the best way, what I can say. It's not like White Forest where you have to go, all of yours are kind of like you needed a scarred outlet, apart from like say Sylvie, which is your 1-card starter, in the same preference that Ash is, but it doesn't accomplish the same thing. Ash is infinitely more resource heavy on management. It works in such a great way. It has more flotation. You have the ability to access Oak, which is your recursion for next turn, and you get to access Popular, Birch, which is an insane interruption in your opponent's turn if they don't know what they're doing. You can access Kurikara, which is, if you're going second, that allows you to break boards a lot more. Again, it's just these extra things that Ash does because it is a generic level 1 searcher. So it's just level 1 fire, anything. So Kurikara is just absolutely god tier. Just to like being able to search is insane. But yeah, always try and think to yourself that then afterwards even after you've got this, so even if they did negate this and you had an extender to go on with this, you still have fire recursion. Once this gets in the grave, you now have an interruption. And it's to that getting to that layered synergy of going. In a weird way, Malice has that very similar thing to Snake Eyes does, that it has that layered interruption level. So that's the best way to think about it. Is like I would say the same about Malice. The board looks inherently weaker than what it is entirely. So again, if you function your playstyle of going, well, look, oh, this board looks really, really bushy, and your opponent invests so much into it, you can normally keep that field going. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is kind of more of a reserved combo with this one. So these are the 2 cards we're going to have. It's just Hollowed Azamina. Oh, there's ways to get to Hollowed. But so you're going, so we'll say you're the first or second, it doesn't matter. You've got these 2, so you normal summon Oak. Sorry, more some Popular. Jeez, I wish I could say these things right. You'll get Chase. Activate Chase. Chase is good to place the new Deer Bellstar in the spell and trap card zone. You can then activate Hollowed Azamina. sending this, because it always is treated as a sinful spoils card. Just send this to the grave, special summon this. This is an extremely reserved combo. You do not have to do this at all. This is just an extremely reserved. You've just then got an Omnigate and this if you really wanted to. And you have extensions or something, you could go cool. Make this effect, grab subversion. You can then link these two off and then go into, say, silhouette or something like that. And then because of that, you can return this to the extract to add this to hand. You then have more and more combos. But you always have to remember, after that point, this card is live in your graveyard. You can special summon it from the graveyard or the hand. That is one thing to always remember, and always, because it's treated as a sinful spoils, it is again a good resource to have, just for like abusing that Hallowed Azamina or Debtor's Synergy. So yeah, that is something to kind of think about. It's not one that kind of most people know about, which is the chase where you can place it and then play Azamina Hollowed on it because it's free. But hey, you learn everything every day. Hopefully these kind of like little things are helping everyone.